was Chris, wasn't he, from Sudan?
Yes.
Okay, so this is
I'm interested to know what his wife does with the United Nations.
the Contour Path walking group. So this is Sally.
Hi.
And this is Wendy. Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Andy. Welcome to South Africa.
Thank you. And this is Joy.
Yes, hi.
And Gigi's over changing her clothes, so we're going to actually go into the garden via this top gate here and then climb up to the Contour Path. Start of our walk. All right. It's Kirstenbosch. Okay, here comes Gigi and Dennis for our little walk.
Okay, goodbye, see you. Bye-bye. Bye.
Okay, this is the start of our walk up the Contour Path. Very nicely groomed path. Right at the top of the gate. And this is the easy part.
That's where we're going, up there.
Yeah, we're going right up there to Fernwood Buttress, right. I don't think so.
Come on, spoil sport. Come on, we're supposed to be in front.
Starting to get a little bit steeper. Still a nicely groomed path. So this is just the route up to the Contour Path. Eventually we'll come to a very steep bit with lots of stairs. It's kind of cool out. It's late winter here actually. Not quite springtime. And although today was very sunny and very nice, as soon as the clouds come over Table Mountain, it gets very, very chilly very quickly. So I see we're at the bottom of the stairs. And the stairs will go on for feels like half a mile. Starts out a little bit shallow, not too steep, and then it gets steep above the middle contour path.
Oh, this is Afro-montane relic forest, if you must know.
On the slopes?
A lot of this was previously planted with oaks and Spanish chestnuts. You can have a look at that big tree over there. See, it's deciduous, unlike all the others. That's a Spanish chestnut that were all planted up here by the early settlers. And from the stumps down there, you can see that a lot of the alien veg has been chopped out. So all the indigenous trees are recovering here. So here, we've actually got the foundations of an old homestead that used to be up here on this flat piece next to the stream. Oh. And this is obviously one of the old foresters' houses or something.
Okay.
One of the original farmers.
So was this forest completely chopped down?
No, it wasn't completely chopped. But when the first settlers arrived here, it was at 1652, after 5 years, Van Riebeck noticed that the forests were already being overexploited. So he appointed a forester to look after this area because they were using the wood for ships the original fort in Cape Town was made of wood. All their houses were made of wood. In short, they thought they were in Europe where there was an endless supply of wood, or almost. And I think within 5 years this forest was being depleted. And so Van Riebeeck appointed this forester, and apparently within 10 years after that there was nothing left of harvestable timber in this forest. He wasn't a very good forester.
Was that just from not managing it, or
Yeah,
was
and it was a small area. The original settlement stretched from not very far from us, from where we are now, down to the harbour. And that was the extent of the original settlement.
And these forests...
So they used this timber for everything. And then later they had to go and exploit over the mountain. They went to Hart Bay, which is Wood Bay.
okay.
It was their next source of wood. And it's still quite a wooded area today, but nothing like it used to be in its heyday.
Now this Afro-montane forest is kind of a outcrop of the eastern backbone of the highlands?
Yeah, the eastern highlands of Africa. Essentially, this goes up through your Knysna and Okiniqua forests in the southern Cape, and then turns north along all the mountainous areas, and essentially the forests all occur in the southern slope ravines of the mountains. The mountains themselves are covered with fynbos. Some of the lowlands have fynbos or renosterveld, and our only forests are these ravine forests on the south slopes of the mountains. And only in the southern Cape there's a small portion in the Tsitsikamma area where we have all year rainfall, where you have reasonably extensive forests.
So you have some interesting names of the trees here. I think you have pearwood or...
Oh yes, a lot of them are named after the original, shall we say, European species, to which they're not related at all. But if it had a pear-shaped leaf, it was called wild pear. If it had a peach-shaped leaf, it was wild peach. And other names just like blossom tree. This is Vigilia oroboides. It's a pioneer species. It grows up very fast in a clearing and then falls over after a short time. But while it's growing, it provides shade trees. And this is your buchenhout, or beech.
Wild beech,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Now,
Cape beech.
these pioneer
This one.
trees, do they serve as a nursery?
And this is Kegelaria.
Are they nursery trees?
Yes, all these little ones are sort of nursery trees. This is a lovely wood for turning. This is, what's it called? Not pink ivory. Red pear.
Oh, red pear.
Red pear, Scalopia mundii.
Okay.
And it's got a beautiful pink wood.
Does it stay pink?
Yes, reasonably pink. For quite a while. It does fade eventually. And then you've got the Cape Saffron, Pisani, with the orange bark. It's the name, Cape Saffron.
In what family, do you know?
No, I'm not very good at my tree families. I know a lot of the genera and species.
Okay, it's getting a little bit steeper.
Huh?
A little bit steeper.
Yeah, it's steeper. We're just about to reach the lower road, or what they call the upper road. It's the highest road along the side of town.
That's a fire break, isn't it?
So it's a fire break, and it's also used for bringing in fire trucks if there is a fire. But you don't get fire in this type of forest. The fynbos burns.
Is it
This
too
forest,
wet?
It's too wet. It generally doesn't burn. It occasionally gets the margins singed when the fynbos burns, and it'll burn into the forest a little bit and stop. And this is one of our big fears, that with climate change and extended dry periods, these forests will become susceptible to burning. And then we've got a lot to lose, because we have very little forest in South Africa.
Okay, so here we're coming to the upper road.
Yeah, here's our
That went
road.
much faster than I remember.
Nothing like a bit of diversion.
Nothing like walking the Himalayas for 2 weeks.
Yep.
Okay, here we are. That's, let's see if I remember your name. Sally.
Well done.
Sorry.
And Nikki. I have no idea.
Chris.
Chris.
My mother doesn't know my name anyway.
Joy. I don't know who that is.
Ali's a long-standing friend.
Okay. That's Pat. And Wendy. And Nikki, Gigi, I'll pass by because you like it. I don't know if I met you.
You didn't meet while we talked.
I know, but what's your name?
Claire.
Claire, okay, Claire. And then
Sally's sister.
there's, okay, all right. So this is the upper road, which is kind of an access point for fire trucks, etc. And this is where it gets to be the steep bit. So let me go ahead of you guys so that you can all pass me.
She's going to have to pay for this song.
I'm just going.
What's interesting here, actually, if you want to show some of these big trees, these are hard pears, beautiful hard wood. And they were too hard for the early settlers to saw up with pit saws. So they took out all the yellow woods, all the stink woods that they could plank and use for construction. And all these hard pears are still standing.
Okay.
Too hard to process.
This is a little flat bit before the big stairs, if I recall right.
Dennis is always giving us lessons.
That's good.
Golden brown.
What do we have here, Dennis?
Absolutely gorgeous.
What are you pointing at?
This is hard pear.
Oh, okay.
And only a wood turner would appreciate the ripple there.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Can you
Compression
imagine?
gain. Yeah.
Can you imagine what's in there?
Yeah, it's too bad you can't bring a chainsaw up here.
Yeah, this is not only a national park, it's also a World Heritage Site, so no, chainsaws are out.
Well,
So what are they going to do with this wood?
Oh, that goes back to the
it's
forest.
part of the ecosystem.
No, it's food for the bugs. Look how the bugs have eaten the surface of the wood under the bark. Now all the bark's fallen off. But all those bugs that were nibbling on there were actually under the bark when they were doing it. So they've all dropped off.
I mean, have they contributed to the demise of the tree?
No.
Do you think?
No, this blew off in the storm. It's that big branch here.
It's
fell
just
off.
a branch.
And as it started to rot, the bugs climb in and eat the rotting wood. They don't go for the living wood, so that's fine.
Okay. No, I got it on my hand. Okay.
We can do it too!
Yeah, here we go.
Andy climbing over fallen Virgilias, which have been trimmed so they don't cross the path. Some of the places. The other way.
There I am.
As we say in South Africa, hit you.
This is easier than the Himalayas, I can tell you.
Yeah, no, definitely.